Hi everyone, Tay here at LiftArc Studios, and in today's video we're going to show you what it takes to take an idea from concept to a product that is ready to sell online or in store. So we've had an idea for some CNC plasma cut shelf brackets for a long time. Behind me are 5 different designs that we've come up with, and using our ShopSabre CNC plasma table, we are trying to see how viable the idea of relatively high quantity manufacturing in America is in 2023. So stay tuned, let's get to work. What are you doing?
Designing some shelves, drawing some lines.
So Spike and I are, well, really all of us here at LiftArc are trying to figure out how we can better utilize our ShopSabre Plasma Cutter to create things that we can sell, but also create things that allow us to build cooler, more intricate designs easier. So there's sort of 2 categories. One, just cutting something out that then gets boxed up and shipped. But then there's this, which Spike is working on, practical products like
tab and slot shelf brackets.
Yeah. So really excited about using the tab and slot method to speed up assembly and weldments, and maybe even provide a reality where welding isn't necessary. It can just snap together, fit together type thing. These are cool looking. This one looks all funky and like Art Deco.
Yeah, I'm trying to go with a few different styles. And I'm a sucker for anything geometric. I'm a sucker for anything geometric. You're just like,
So what we're gonna do now, I have a loose idea of how it works, but we really wanna get down a good idea, take some notes on our tolerances for our tabs and slots. So if you have a 1-inch tab out of 1/8" steel, can the slot just be 1 by 1/8, or does it need to be 1 1/16 by 3/16? We're trying to figure out our tolerance. So we're gonna pick a few of Spike's designs here, send them to the cutter, and then examine the fit and then tweak as necessary. This might be some valuable information for you if you have a CNC plasma cutter and want to do tab and slot stuff, so you can account for this tolerance and the bevel from the plasma cut and all sorts of things. So stick with us while we prototype some stuff. We're going to try a 1/16 inch tolerance. So 1/16 added.
We're doing a 16th tolerance?
What did you do?
Well, we talked about 1,000th.
That was for laser cutting.
We're gonna try it again. We're gonna do a 16th of a laser tolerance. That's a great idea.
Yeah, well, so the tolerance for tab and slot is undoubtedly going to change with the thickness. However, when you cut a tab, the thickness of the material is always going to be the thickness of the material. Right. So we don't always have to increase the tolerance on the width, the thickness of the tab, to account for the thickness of the tab, because that's always going to be the same as the thickness.
Right.
But the width will change,
right,
because thicker material has more bevel. As a result of the plasma cutting.
I'm also getting used to how to build and manufacture with metal.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to doing things with wood.
Which are exact.
Yeah.
Or you hope to make it exact.
Yeah.
Well, metal too, but not with plasma. Just there's some fudge you gotta account for in plasma.
Like wood and metal both move, but in different ways. And it seems like metal, it's like as close to CAD as you can get. Whereas wood, it's like, how good's your chisel?
Yeah, right, exactly. Are your planer blades sharp? Yeah.
All right, so if I'm doing an 1-inch tall tab, which that's what these are, should be 1 1/16", so 32nd in either direction.
Right? I think so.
Okay, so these should be ready to go. So the idea is that you're gonna have a shelf bracket tab here. This is the bottom, this is the top. And this will nest into right there. So this should sort of sit kind of like that.
Yeah.
And then these two will hold it all together. So you probably need to weld it in right there.
Well, and another consideration too is how thick does that tab stick out? The same as the thickness?
Yeah, so it's 1/8 of an inch.
Let's make it slightly less so that when you weld it, you kind of fill up this hole, right? You know what I mean?
Okay. So which design do you want to start out with? I kind of want to try.
Let's do these funky ones, because then you can learn about tool pathing and the narrow, you know.
Yeah, I want to do something that's as sharp as possible.
Dang, you do be fast.
Dude, I love rectangles and straight lines.
Wow.
And circles.
That's why we hired you here.
Yeah.
You really think outside the box.
Dude, clickety clack. We're squaring it up. I remember that part. I don't remember everything, but I remember one thing.
All right, and then on the pendant now, you can hit the Go XY button. And you can move that side, and you can come back to this general area.
So I'm looking to put the laser around that corner.
You want it on this corner, and you want the torch down as far as you can before you do that, because the laser, hit page down, and watch this laser move. Yeah, it moves a little bit. Yeah. So you want this fairly close before you do that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then now you click laser 0.
Laser 0.
Which replaces the torch with the laser. Okay. So now we need to figure out what size plate to define in the software. Okay. Now we have to tell it what's happening in reality.
Okay. Almost 12 by 12 to that corner.
Yeah. So we can do it. Just keep in mind that we might lose that top corner.
Yeah.
So our hypothetical 12 by 12 corner is like here.
Okay.
So as long as nothing,
Right.
you see what I'm saying?
Yep.
As long as nothing exists in the very corner, we should be okay.
All right.
So the plate's on, the plate is squared. We are ready to cut. We just need to output a file so we can open it with this.
Right. Okay, but that top corner is where we're going to lose it, so that should be fine.
Yeah. Now's where, if we want to think about any other options, see, now we fit.
Oh, okay.
So you really just start to pick somewhere and work from it. And now I get in the habit of hitting select all before I do the next step. So Control A, and then machining, output. Now to do this step, that computer has to be on.
Okay.
So it's just see which tool paths you want to output, all technically, or selected. In this case, it'd be the same outcome. And then you go to File, and then here, now we're talking to that folder out there.
Right.
So go back to the home folder, go 11 gauge, and then name it what it is.
It's happening.
All right, hit Control O, find the same file you just saved. Yep, and now we need to change this. Let's go to config. First thing you look at is the amperage rating. So where fine cut is below the FC fine cut, and it's mild. So 10 gauge fine cut. Hit save, and now hit enter. Because we've zeroed, we've imported the file, and then it's cutting.
Pretty cool design, but apparently the tip did not cut all the way through. So probably gonna try it again. Yeah, you can see like right there.
It's almost like it welded it back together.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry about that right there. See how it rounds it off? No, it looks, I mean, that's way thinner than that. Because that little tab's supposed to fit right in there. That's way smaller.
So, I have the appropriate tips orders. We had lots of cut completion issues. A lot of dross. Yeah, I think that tip is worn out, and we're just pushing the limits of the fine cut tip. So, let's recut this with the 65 amp tip. Let's get that tip off. It's probably toast. Yeah, the hole looks like it's been oblonged a little bit. This fine cut tip really needs to be reserved for 14 gauge and below. It had really good cut results on 14 gauge and 18 gauge sheet metal stuff. But we have a brand brand new 105. We have that's a 65. That's a 65. That one's a little worn, but that's the best condition 65 amp we have. Let's install that. Yep. This is basically scrap. As cool as it kind of looks.
It does look cool.
I mean, the backside of this was just an absolute disaster. Yeah. We had incomplete cuts just about everywhere. So this is garbage. Let's find a new one.
My first creation.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Yeah. So we have the new tip. We have the cutters on. We got to change the cut parameters in there.
Right. So we're doing 65.
Yep. 65
Mild.
10 gauge. Yep. Done. Now open the file. Control O. Press enter.
Press enter.
Yep. So now we're cutting with a lot more power to cut faster. Let's hope the quality's better as well.
Hey, what? These are cool looking though.
So the next step when processing this stuff is a wire cut on an angle grinder. Yeah. It really knocks all that dross off.
Right.
So once we dry it, let's do that real quick just so you can see that part too.
Okay. First glance. So it's roughly gonna fit together like that.
Works.
Yeah, I think probably best to have another tab right here.
Yeah.
So that way something to.
Yeah.
It works. Like the idea is solid.
Let's clean those parts off. Yeah, so tab back here would be really helpful.
Yeah.
And then if you had more slots, this could probably hold itself.
Yeah.
And this is a great test, this, because it shows you the limitations of plasma and the resolution problems you have. Yeah. You know, that's going to be a really pretty shelf bracket once it's all welded and smooth.
Yeah.
So in this case, based on what we've seen, we could make the slot a little more narrow for like a tighter fit.
Tabs and slots in the back corner.
We could probably make this taller, this slot.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
So longer tab, narrower slot, and then an additional slot back here. And this thing would basically put itself together.
Bigger holes.
And bigger holes. Okay. So you want to make those adjustments. We'll do it again and then see how it fits.
Okay.
We think, Aaron. Sorry.
I like that.
Cool looking, right?
I like that very much.
Just some standard things we can
Yeah,
offer on the
yeah.
website, you know?
Dude, especially if we did those out of stainless, taped them and polished them.
Now you're talking. Now
No
you're
cost.
talking.
I like polishing. Puts the blaster to use.
Now offering free polishing.
And I just saw that Vivor has tumblers, which would be a great thing
A
for us to
tumbler
have.
would be great. You know, ideally, we'll do this again tomorrow when we have the 45 amp tip from Mark III. But, yeah, cool.
So it works. It's so smooth. It's wild.
Right.
So it fits right into how we had it. Has the same kind of problems that we talked about with the metal one of it needing notches in the back to kind of hold it still. But I mean, that's a prototype. I mean, that's pretty.
I mean, that look, you could see the way that looks now, though.
But yeah, I mean, that's how it's supposed to go together. So I want to try with the back tabs to see if it'll really hold it all together. Now, the only problem with 3D printing is you can't weld it, but we do have glue.
We are attempting to make use of our plasma cutter more and also bring value to the marketplace in the way of designed metal things. So Spike has prototyped some really cool shelf brackets that we'd like to start selling on our e-commerce store. So this is sort of the last of the prototyping phases before we go ahead and cut a sheet worth of parts and process them and list them for sale in various designs and various levels of finish and assembly. So we're excited to bring you guys some cool stuff. And I'm excited for Spike to see the design to reality process. And if you guys don't like it, it was his idea. I'm used to that.
Yeah.
But if you like it,
That's all me.
yeah, it's just like my girlfriend says, when the cat does something annoying, it's my cat. But when she's an angel, she's like, oh, look, she likes me.
Yep.
Does she watch the channel?
Yes.
You're gonna edit that out, right, Walker?
Nope.
Leave it in. So now we're zeroed. You gotta turn that on.
Yeah, that fine cut.
That looks amazing. Oh, I like this one a lot.
Ooh, yeah. That one might be my favorite.
I think so. Like, that's just gonna look so nice against a wall,
That is very grappling. I love that.
right?
I would like multiple sets of those.
Yes.
So this is one thing that I'm just gonna take, like, me learning the plasma cutter a little bit, that you can see like all the exterior cuts and the bigger holes, they look all clean. But then when you're doing things for like the screw holes where you attach it to the wall, you see the entrance and exit. So
Makes
that
it a
just
little
takes
oblong.
Yeah, and then like right there, I just need to set it so it's not as far, like, so the way it works is it cuts down, comes in and goes around. So for here, it started here, came in, cut around. But these interior holes, it came in right there. You know, so
And then moved in towards the hole. Yeah.
exactly. So I just need to work with that, and that's, you know, learning on my behalf, or maybe I just didn't listen to Tay enough, or maybe he didn't teach me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I need to grind that. All right, let's go do the grind.
yeah. All right. Pause.
Unpause.
Not bad.
It's not bad.
No.
That's weird. For future reference, you can move the entry and exit lines around.
Sometimes it just won't pick up some of those corners.
All right, I think we go show them off, see how they feel like they fit, and then we weld them together. Got your clean pieces.
Yay! Thank you. So interesting. So you see how they're super tight?
Wow, it actually slots in almost fully.
Yeah. So last time
It was loose.
it was loose, and this time it's tight. Yeah, see how tight that
Wow. Yeah.
is? Definitely fits together, and, you know, tack that,
Yeah.
it doesn't move much at all.
Then that gives you the freedom to kind of run.
Yeah.
Wow.
I need to make the slots, I think, a touch wider, you know, just to prevent that. Here, try and put this one together. Tell me how you feel about it. Right? You see how the slot's just a little too narrow?
Yeah, for sure.
That's the taper on the plasma.
I think that's what it is, and then, but it probably could be forced. See, that side goes in if you go with the taper on the opposite
Yeah.
end.
Oh yeah. Work with the bevel.
Do you think it's...
I personally, but I don't want to be the deciding factor on this. I personally like a slightly tighter, and then that way I can sneak up on it.
Okay.
But if speed is our concern, slightly bigger is going to be the better option for sure.
Okay.
I don't know in long term if that makes more sense for like the ones that we're welding can have the tighter fit, and the ones that we send out to be welded flat pack style
Or wider.
are wider. But it's so close that it feels like it's more of a tip issue.
That's a pretty sturdy bookshelf.
I love it.
Yeah.
Can you, like, do a little quick weld for us?
Ticky tacky.
Absolutely.
Thoughts?
I almost don't want to say no because it's close enough that you can convince it into place very easily.
Yeah, use a persuasion tool.
If I widen it in both directions, that'll give you...
So if it's longer, nothing bad can happen because it's still hidden by the bracket.
Right. And if it's just a touch wider,
Then it'll sit flush and you won't have that tiny gap. So there's no persuasion needed. And we know how to weld this together, but if we are selling a weld it yourself kit, the better it can fit together,
For sure.
the better reviewed we're gonna be.
and I can't imagine if it's a little, like, this is stuck in there. If it's a little,
Fusion TIG weld dream right here.
if it's just a little wiggly, that'd be fine, right? Because the tab and slot should tell you how everything goes together.
In the grand scheme of things though, that is a very attractive looking shelf bracket. That's cool as hell. Cool. Simple too.
Let's make a ton of them.
Yeah.
Different sizes.
Like 6, 8, 10s or 6s and 12s.
And then just figure out how many we can fit on a sheet and just do it.
I know we have our mega squares from
Yeah, I mean, if we're doing these, we should make a little fixture set up for these.
Because that'd be easy, right? All you need is 2 slots with a tab,
a 90
block underneath it.
based on the width.
And I do like your idea of timing, how long a pair takes to finish.
all of it.
Yeah.
You guys gonna have a race?
Yeah.
Give you guys 10 each.
I'll beat him. He'll do a better job.
Can you
I'll weld these up.
weld these up?
Yeah.
And then don't break it. The next pair, I'm gonna do 1,000. What do you think? 1,000? 1,000 wider?
16th of an inch wider. I mean,
Like in total?
in total, not an offset.
Yeah.
Sit in total.
Clank, 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 clank.
Clank, 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 clank.
Oh yeah.
Oh my lord.
So nice. Dude, this 3D printer is amazing.
Yeah.
I can't believe how smooth this is. I'm so excited to do a weight test.
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be really strong. I'm afraid to break it right now.
I know.
I just want to try it. I mean, it's buckling this way a little bit, so I wonder if you're able to, if I can make the slots just right. I wonder if, I bet you this can hold a bunch of weight. I'm super excited to try that. All right, so now I'm gonna print the 2 tabs and see how that goes.
What were you saying?
They're done. We added a next slot, so that way it wouldn't just interlock here, it interlock here in the back, so that way it'd be nice and stable if they're trying to put it together. And we'll see if the concept works out. The tolerance is good there. Yeah, and
Oh, and just in time.
it's a little short in the back from prototype to there.
How was it?
Yeah. Fixturing is going to be specific, and I don't know. Like as I was doing it, I don't know the advantage to us selling these not welded.
Yeah.
You know.
They're really easy to package already.
They're easy enough to package, and any QC issues that we would run into, we could handle and make sure that they're actually 90 and everything else.
So really, we're making it easy for us to weld.
Right. It's just going to come down to fixturing and clean up, but they're pretty straightforward. I mean, this is kind of a funky intersection to weld. Not really knowing, because the way, I mean, the fireball squares work pretty good. I mean, they're almost the exact right size for this.
Yeah.
But once you get in there, just kind of getting a tack in there is my starting point.
Yeah, the one attack that touches all
3 of them, and then there, and then I pull it out and do
And
the
then
rest.
it's pictured. Then
Yeah.
it pictures itself at that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really not bad. I'm looking for things to.
Right. Well, I mean, if we're making them, however we can design them so that way it's as easy as possible, conducive
Honestly,
to your style or
like I'm picturing kind of a big square, and we could do 4 at once. So we could put 1 on each corner. You know, have it all, do it, flip it, and then you've just knocked out 2 sets.
You're making a custom picture like that.
I'm thinking usability. You know, I offset these holes so that way you can put screws in. So once we actually try it, is that enough spacing between
Yeah, and honestly, I like the zigzag pattern, but I think if aesthetics are our driver on this, I kind of feel like probably 2 and 2 maybe would
Or
be
2 and the 1.
Yeah, or 2 and 1, but just even across there because that's what's going to get.
Okay. Also, 2 holes close to each other as far as drywall anchors are concerned. Not great,
Right.
but not terrible, I
Not
guess.
terrible, and really we should encourage stud mounting on these regardless.
Yeah.
Drawings ready? Do you want me to do symmetrical or do you want to stick with the...
Yeah, I almost of the mindset of these with the holes being different. Let's just call these prototypes and make a pair of matching new ones as is. And if that's good, we can
And do the new ones like this, kind of, where it's one here and then is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but just instead of trying to use these, keep this as a.
I got 2 more designs already ready
Oh
up.
hell yeah!
Extendable bit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do the dumbest
But yeah,
version of what is that going to look like for the average? Yeah, because I don't do that. I'm really crooked.
It's just opening up these slots just a little bit.
Sure.
And then I'll move the holes around. We cut those out. And
Did
then
that fit a drywall screw easily, that hole?
it could be a little bit wider because the threads are hitting it.
Curious if we're going for stud mount
Good point.
recommendation. Yeah, I think 3 holes for a week, 2 and
Yeah.
1, and then slightly
That'd be
bigger.
good for you.
Okay.
Awful.
I'll get the prototype ready.
Keep printing, keep cutting, keep printing, keep cutting. Like, are you panicking yet?
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
This is distracting.
No.
Damn it, Kelly, I'm trying to lose weight.
You,
Fuck is all this shit.
is it okay if you?
So I'm gonna go load it up and I'll be right back ready to run. That took 5 minutes and that took 6 minutes to print a pair.
So times that, but how many did you just say we could fit? What, 30 on a sheet? More than that, maybe?
So let's see, this was approximately 12 by 8. 4 times. So I get a, what's your, there's no way we get 48 sets out of one sheet.
48
Yeah.
sets.
Yeah. So
96 total.
yeah, out of one sheet.
That seems. I would have guessed close to that.
Really? So then this, we'll just consider this one set.
Yeah.
Took 6 minutes. So
So
48 times 6 is
5 hours.
5 hours.
For here longer than that.
5 hours for a full sheet. Yeah. And then how long ever it takes you to weld together one?
5 hours.
Those turned out way better.
Yeah. All right, so now we made the slots and tabs wider, and now it's harder to put together because it's like so much wiggle room. What do you think?
Well, so is that each with?
If we're uniform across all of our sizes, and we could just put a big old. What's our cutting capability? How thick can we cut?
3/4 or 7/8. You can cut thicker than that, but you have to edge start.
Look how much more space there is. Made the tabs and slots bigger, or the slots just bigger.
The only place that becomes problematic is when they're tight, and you could actually see this on one of those that I did over there, the entry points. But if you have a tight spot and I'm filling it from behind, on the inside, if you can see some little grubby, crystallized. No, if it's loose like that. So you see the inside of the weld at that point, which is never as pretty as the outside. Always forget the tetanus towel stage.
Everybody here's up to date on their shots, right?
Yeah.
Shots. Actually, we need to get a tetanus shot. I don't remember the last time I've had a tetanus shot. So. So Aaron just tacked these together, and the gaps look way better.
Oh, that's a meatball.
Yeah, he said that's the way to go.
Yep. He tacked him with a TIG welder, it looks like, as well.
Yeah. He said he would prefer to TIG it.
It is the way things should be.
That is also very Aaron.
Yeah. Aaron's like, we should clean it and sterilize it and TIG it. And I'm like, I hate that you're right.
So I think this is the design.
I think that
I mean, those gaps look pretty good, right?
they look very good. Not to mention, you will never see that, and you will never see that. You will only see that.
Are we ready for market?
I would say yes. So tomorrow, Aaron will help you bring all of them to life, and we'll mount them to the walls, paint them, take photos. I think that one is different enough to where I like it a lot.
Let's pull her out.
Well, there they are.
Wow. The final two.
All right, which one do you think is going to be stronger? And is it going to hold a me or a Tay? Cool.
All right.
All right.
You're free to go.
Thank you. Oh my God. I've been 3D printing all day.
So we have a 4x4 area of shelf brackets programmed, and we have two 4x8 sheets of 1/8" steel up there. So we're going to cut half of one of those and produce a batch of sweet shelf brackets to try to bring to the marketplace.
So these will be the first ones. If you're watching this video and buy them, they are the ones made right now.
Right here, right now.
Thank you, Art Captain. Well, they only sent them to you because they noticed your last pair had holes in them.
Yeah, thanks. They do care.
Yeah, they do.
Your canvas is ready for you.
Oh, perfect. Now, not as exciting as Sharpies on cardboard, but why is my canvas yellow? What is this?
I cannot work like this.
These conditions. Let's see if I did this right.
Good luck, have fun.
Oh no. All right, so that's a good 0, laser 0. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna open it. Plasma, 11 gauge, tab shelf brackets, 4x4 sheet. I need to turn this bad boy on.
Damn, he's learning good.
He members.
Fast.
YouTubers, this only took me twice to learn. That's as many times as you're gonna see it. I think I'm all good to go, right?
Are you?
Oh shit, hold on. 10 gauge, 45 mile, that's good. The laser zeroed it, that's good. Turn that on, it says 45. I opened it. I think I'm good to go.
All
We'll
right.
find out.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're good. Just punches it. Let's see how it goes.
So by my estimation, this will take about 2.5 hours.
Hour 46 minutes. Hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, price is right of an hour 41 minutes. You know, I don't feel like doing it.
Wowee.
Cool. We already took these out.
Yeah, interesting how it deformed.
Yeah. I wonder because of the heat. Just
Must have been.
looks like they all turned out pretty well. This one, a couple cuts, and then this one right here. Tay was saying that in previous they've had problems with using air tools since the plasma cutter uses air. And helps force it through. That when they're using air tools over there, it'll keep it from, won't provide enough pressure here, so it'll mess up the cuts. So.
You know, there's somebody that's inevitably going to be in the comments telling us we should have a dedicated airline to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. Now here's the other thing. I'm gonna have to remember which one of these fell through and fish them out.
Oh God.
Dude, so I put the where's that magnet? I tried to fish one out earlier. All right, look.
Oh,
Pretty clean.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we know one fell right through here. Oh, of course I picked it up. Hey, I'm spiking. I'm full of shit.
Yeah, wait. Do it again and we'll fake it.
Yeah. Oh no.
You just pick up another one?
All right, but look. So, oh, what the hell was that? Oh, I found a circle.
Yeah, the interior.
So, like, look at all that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's what I picked up earlier instead of being successful.
2 times in a row.
Yeah, this is like you remember that there was a brief moment where you could send poop from exotic animals to people.
Wait, hold on, no, I don't.
Do you not remember?
Did I miss out on an amazing trend?
Yeah, when I was in college, there was like a brief moment where you could like pay this company and they would send like elephant gorilla poop to whoever you wanted.
Wait, please tell me they still exist.
I don't know. I haven't tried the service.
You haven't received poop in a while.
That's right. I haven't received poop. The next part, like all this dross on each one, if we're doing like a cut or a few cuts, it's not that bad. But we're doing all of these. We got to figure out a way to do it faster than just doing each one individually by hand. Or at least they do. I'm not.
Yeah, it's not our problem.
Yeah. All right, Tay. You ready to do this all by hand?
Yep.
All right.
Here comes the fun part.
Yeah. Here comes the actual work.
Whoa. Don't discredit my sweat and tears.
Yeah.
Well, see, sweating or crying, so.
Well, I've
We
seen all
don't
the
film
tears.
that part. Anybody want this one? It's a discount.
Scratch and dent, half off.
All right, quick, film me so I can do it right.
Ah,
There we go.
look at that. Aha, 2 in a row.
All right. Oh, no way. So, as I'm getting these parts out and counting them and getting them stacked, I realize that there's a lot less plates than we need. Because when I set it up, I did 2 gusset plates for each bracket. Now, for those counting at home, you need 2 gusset plates per bracket, not an even number. So I messed up.
So time to cut more?
Yeah, exactly twice as many gusset plates as we need. That's right.
All right.
Oops. What's up? Hey, Tay. On this episode of Am I Bad at My Job, I printed out half as many gusset plates as we needed.
I remember asking you that exact question.
Yeah, I was. For some reason, when I was
You did 1 bracket plate per gusset. Yeah, so I already got it. I got it ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow morning I'll come in, run the rest. Well, and then let's cut out more for the ones we missed.
Yeah, I got 2 brackets and 26 gusset plates, but they're all dried, and so great. Just imagine this, but like twice as big.
Yeah, sure. Oh, I am. Nice. Cool.
But tomorrow, are you and Aaron gonna do 2 of each?
I don't know. As many as we can.
Well, if you do 2 of each, then you can showcase them all.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Maybe we can just get 2 of each to completion,
Yes.
or 4 of each, and then we can do weight tests.
Sacrificial lamb. Sacrificial lamb.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't even really need all these. No, I didn't do this. I'm not in trouble at all.
So we'll pick this back up tomorrow morning,
Yeah.
and Aaron will be here,
Yeah.
and we won't tell a soul.
You're going to tell everyone.
Yeah, I'm lying.
Yeah.
Cut to you standing right here
Thanks, man.
tomorrow morning in 3, 2.
And we're back.
There's two things happening today in a concurrent fashion. One is that we are just pressing on with our plasma cut shelf brackets production, prototyping sort of phase 1 production. Things that we're trying to do. To our website, liftartstudios.com. We've got some things worked out on e-commerce, so the website's ready for more stuff. We want to bring more, value to the marketplace as far as like custom metal items are concerned, and things that aren't, $5,000 table bases like we're used to building, or like custom roll cage stuff. Things that we love and will continue to do, but now that we have increased capacity on the design side and with the machine,
Affordable, handmade in the U.S.
Yep.
affordable, made in the USA. The dream is not dead. So that's what we're doing today with the ShopSabre boys.
Crispy. Very nice.
This is where the discussion of high volume manufacturing gets not so fun or glamorous. It's just when you got a large number of things to chew through, you have to set up some sort of like rhythm. You have to make it as easy as possible, as brainless as possible, so you can just knock through them. So this is just phase 1. I'm using this Mega Square from Fireball Tool, and the things are tabbed and slotted. So the 2 bracket plates in, and then the gusset in, and there's not a whole lot of motion.
Yeah, that tolerance is actually
And you can
pretty.
see the corner there, that's my first weld. So if you watch, I start by hitting that. And that immediately locks all 3 pieces together. And then I push in, and I hit down here. And then I come over here. See, and like already I'm having to reach over, so I might redo some of this. But that you can quickly put 3 tacks on, which now this is a unified piece. So that to me is phase 1. And then Aaron or whoever can come behind me and with a different welder just be sitting there and maybe make a jig to where you can just zap, zap, flip it, zap, zap, and then we go to the grinder and then it's done.
Zap and flip it.
It's zap and flip.
Zap, flip, grind, and send.
All right. I like that. Well, now they are basically all ready to get.
Yeah, I'm ready to start hanging them, so. Let's do black, clear, gray, clear, black.
So you said you only have 1 clear.
2 clears.
Oh, okay.
Now put all y'all's useless 3D prints on those nice shelves.
Useless.
So now we come to this moment, which is the culmination of all of our work. We've gone from like a Gen 1 3D print prototype, shout out Creality, the K1's been humming this week. This allowed us to identify some early problems and get an idea of tolerances for our tabs and where we want extra tabs and slots, fastener sizes, hole sizes, and whatnot. And then we went to our Gen 2 3D print, which is a tab in the front and the back, bigger offset hole sizes, deeper tabs so they're more flush for plug welding on the back. And then we went to our now current raw metal design. So this is shown again, raw metal, but you get no weld on the front. So the front here, everything, the tabs are welded on the back side and then ground flush. So from the front, you don't see any welds, you don't see any splatter, nothing. And they are fixture clamped and fixtured before they're welded. So the squareness is very nice and precise, and they are super robust. And then in front of me here are the designs we landed on and some of the colors. So this one we call Bridge. It's shown here in a satin white color. We've got Ripple, shown here in a matte coffee bean color, which I really like. We got Bubbles here. In fact, this Bubbles is, this is a matte pimento, another one of our favorite colors that will be offered. This one we've got Tide, kind of looks like water ripples. This is a raw metal version again. And then we've got Raindrop, which is another favorite. Kind of looks like a water drop, you know, if you hold it that way. But these are the 5 designs and the 5 colors that we want to offer now. The store is live, so go to liftdarkstudios.com and click on shop in the top right, and you can peruse all of our bracket options. They will be selling for $64.99 for a pair, meaning 2 brackets, but if you buy 2 pairs, meaning 4 brackets, you can get them for $99.99. So that's like a $30 savings. And then if you want to buy more than 4 brackets or 2 pairs, just use that 2-pair option, and for every 2 pair you buy, you get an additional $30 off. So if you're looking to outfit a big space with brackets, you can use that 2-pair option and add as many 2 pairs as you want to your cart, and your savings will start to really add up. So this is obviously Gen 1 of our custom shelf bracket journey. We wanted to kind of reinvent the wheel. You know, shelf brackets have been around for a long time. There's many, many, many boring metal examples, and there's some cool metal examples out there, but we wanted to really put like our modern technology to work. You know, we have the ShopSabre CNC Plasma Cutter, and Spike has been an amazing addition to the team as a draftsman and designer. So the ability to quickly render and design these parts and then shoot them straight to the cutter to where we can realize them has really fast-tracked this prototyping process, and we're very pleased with what we've been able to bring to market. We hope you guys like them. I'd love for obviously a bunch of them to sell. At the end of the day, we want to bring a product that is as good looking as it is functional. So we believe these satisfy the bill. So thank you guys for watching. It's been a very interesting study in what it takes to bring an idea to market or to a final product that's ready for the marketplace. We learn something new on every project, and we can't wait to see if orders start coming in for these, because Aaron, as we speak, is welding up all the extra parts. So we've got a decent back stock of inventory ready now as the store is live. And of course, being a custom fab shop, we can build anything you want and any color you want just specify that and we'll work with you. Also, this is not online, but if you'd like, maybe let me know what you think. We can give you the non-assembled welded version, just the 2 parts and the gusset plate, the gusset. If you're a welder out there who would like more things to practice on, or if you don't know how to weld yet and you want something to practice on, hit us up if you want an unassembled version that we can flat pack and ship to you, and then you can weld it yourself. Anyway, that's it. This has been a fun project. I'm very excited to see if we will be rewarded for our efforts, but shout out to the whole team here at LiftArc, Walker, Aaron, Spike. They've all killed it this week helping bring these to market. So tell your friends, tell your family. Holidays are coming up. As always, thank you guys for watching. Our Patreon is the dumping ground for all of the behind the scenes content, raw, unedited content that doesn't always make it to YouTube. And of course, when you join our Patreon, you can join our Discord server and ask us about things. And then you have the option to directly influence our next product. Let us know. We want to provide value to the people that support us. So if there's something we can do that you guys like, or something you want to see, as always, let us know. So go to this link right here to shop our brackets and our other things, of course, t-shirts and stickers. Link to everything will be in the description, link to the Patreon, link to these items here, and link to everything else. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel. We just hit 41,000 subscribers. Thank you guys very much. Super stoked to get to 50,000, so help us get there. Like, subscribe, comment, all the things. We're gearing up for spooky season. We have a Halloween special planned, and I will tease it by saying the word hydroforming. All right, bye. Thank you. Buy some shelf brackets, please. Our livelihood depends on it.